Hi guys, this is our 3-month update. Jonathan turned 3 months just a few days ago, 5 days ago. So here he is, 3 months old. He's getting really big, and definitely the last couple days the last few days, probably the last week or two, I can tell that he's definitely growing and getting really big. And people keep mentioning it too when I'm out and about, and they ask how old he is, and I say 3 months, they're like, oh wow, he's big. So that's the first time that's really happened. It's just been in the last week that people are like, oh, he's big for 3 months. So obviously I don't have anything to compare him with. Well, you know, for myself, I haven't had other babies, obviously. I've seen other 3-month-olds, but you don't really pay that close attention. So anyways, he's doing lots of new stuff. He can roll over, so that's fun. He did that for the first time at 10 weeks, which was really exciting. And then he wouldn't do it every time, but now he pretty much can just roll over whenever he wants to. Not always. Sometimes he'll be on his belly just fussing and kicking and stuff, and so we'll roll him over. But he rolls over, and he doesn't laugh yet. We haven't heard him laugh, so we're excited for that. But he'll almost laugh. I mean, it's like he'll squeal and stuff, where it almost seems like a laugh. But what else are you doing? He was sleeping through the night for a little while. 4 nights in a row he slept through the night, which was really exciting. So I was like, awesome, we made it. But then now I think he's hitting a growth spurt, and I've heard that 3 months is usually can be a growth spurt time for them. So now he's been waking up and wanting to eat in the middle of the night, but I think just because he's kind of growing. But that's a bummer because I was getting really excited because we did four nights in a row. I was so proud of you. So he's sleeping in his crib now, and that's going pretty well. It wasn't going great, and then he was sleeping through the night for a little while, which was awesome, and then now we're back to being up a couple times a night. But I think it seems like it's not going as well just because I'm upstairs and he's down here, and so when I do have to just get up and even just put his binky in, it's like a big, get all the way out of bed, and it's not like I can just reach over and stick it in like before. So I feel like I'm not as rested lately as I used to be, but we will get there. So, anyway, so he's sleeping in his crib and rolling over, and we got him a bumbo, and he sits in that. He likes that a lot. And, yeah, he's better at amusing himself now. Like, when I put him under his little toys that hang over him, he'll look at them and try to grab them, and he'll even get a hold of them sometimes. He can kind of grab stuff now. Not really intentional. I mean, like, it is intentional, but it's so wobbly when he's reaching for it, you can barely tell that he is. And so sometimes he'll grab something, but usually he's just trying to get it kind of feebly. So that's fun. And it's easier for me because he can keep himself occupied for a little longer. He's figured out his hands, so he sucks on them a lot. There's your hand. Show how you suck on your hand. No. Which is kind of nice, so when his binky falls out or whatever, sometimes he'll find his hand and he will try to get his whole, like sometimes 2 fists. He's just like his whole mouth open. It's funny. Show him how you lick your hands. Show him how you lick your hands. And then also just like looking at them. Like sometimes he'll just be waving his arms around, and then he'll like find it and he'll just like follow it around with his eyes, or we'll look at him and he'll just be like looking at his hands. Like, it's really funny. Andrew said it's like has some strange power or something. That's what it looks like. It's funny. He's doing better in the car. I don't know if I had mentioned that he had little car fits sometimes And he will every once in a while still, but he's doing a lot better in the car. And it's nice because I did have a little mirror behind him so I could see him in the rear view, and just, it's fun to just watch him. Usually he's looking at his hands in there in the back and whatever. But the mirror broke off because he got in his first little accident, which was scary. But he rear-ended us. It was a big truck, so that was kind of, he was on the freeway, and all the traffic was stopped up on the freeway, where obviously normally you're not used to stopping on the freeway, but it was all stopped up and he didn't see, and it was a big, like not a pickup truck, like a truck. And I saw him coming in the rear view, and that was scary because it's so big, and I'm like, he is not stopping. So I was in the far right lane, so I steered my steering wheel kind of to the right, and I was trying to get my foot on the gas to like get over, but I didn't really get that far, but at least I wasn't pushing on the brake, and I was turned already, so I didn't hit anyone else, and I was prepared, like, so I didn't get any whiplash or anything. And he had already been fussing. He was in back there fussing, and then once he hit us, then he was crying pretty hard. But so I ran around obviously to check him, but I wasn't too concerned because I was trying to even think of any way he could be hurt. I mean, his head is back, you know, like the car seat has a shock thing, and we were just rear-ended, and it wasn't hard enough that I thought he's gonna, you know, throw the baby around. So, I mean, it was scary, but as soon as I picked him up, he stopped crying, so I, you know, figured, okay, well, he's not hurt, I think he's just scared, so, yeah. So, anyway, I figured the guy would be a little more apologetic, though. I, like, you know, you're on the freeway, first of all, and you're a big scary truck, and then we get out, and I'm running around to check my crying baby, and he's just like, yeah, this traffic, you know, it's so annoying, whatever. And I was like, yeah, glad my baby's okay. But the police came and took care of it all, and so now we've got kind of it's annoying to have to figure out all the insurance stuff and rental and car to the shop and all this stuff, but because it's definitely not just a fender bender. I mean, the back is crunched a little bit, and the trunk doesn't shut, and there's a broken light and stuff. It's not terrible, but it has to go to the shop, so that's not fun. But anyways, so now we don't have that mirror anymore because it snapped off, which I was really surprised. I mean, he must have hit us pretty hard because it's just like a strap that I had tucked into the seat, and it like ripped off. I mean, it ripped in half. And I'm just glad that it didn't hit him. I'm surprised it didn't. It should have probably, but I know that God was taking care of us, huh? So, anyways, let's see what else. With the people thing, I think he's doing a little better. I think he's getting more used to our families, because he sees them a lot, and so I think he kind of recognizes them, and so he's getting a little more used to being around them, so that's good, because that was really distressing. He's not doing a whole lot better in the nursery at church still, but it's okay. They just page me, and it's not a big deal, but yeah, the other day I just kept him with me. I didn't put him in the nursery because he was sleeping, so. Anyways, his auntie is getting married, and his uncle, in 10 days. So I'm so excited. I have an outfit picked out for him that I just was going to order today, last minute, but I guess her turnaround time is like 7 to 10 days before she ships it, and the wedding's in 10 days, and so anyways, I hope that we can get